Hey guys, before we get into the video, please comment down below what teams you're using with Baby. I would really like to know for a future video. That way I can try some of these teams out in practice mode, see what I can do with them, and hopefully I can feature your team on the next video. So yeah, let's get on with it. Hey guys, xDionyz here, and today I wanted to talk about some Super Baby 2 tech and some basics of him, what teams he works well with. I'm going to keep this in probably either a two-part series because this character really has a lot going for him but is really difficult to use correctly. As tech comes out, I might update into different parts, but we're going to start with the basics and the fundamentals. This isn't going to be like your basic combos, what his abilities do. I'm going to assume that you guys already know this, since a lot of channels already covered what his moves do, all that good stuff. And, you know, if you're on this video, you probably want to main Super Baby 2, but you just don't know exactly what he can be used for. So let's talk about team composition first, since that's a big thing when you're going to want to start using Super Baby 2. Now, I recommend using him in either point. You know, Super Baby 2 is really good when you have assists to cover his moves, his unsaved moves, his blocks, stuff like that. Some teams that I recommend is GT Goku, Base Goku, Bardock, anything with high block stun that can be used to mix up your opponents. This is the team I've been using when I first started out with Baby. I feel like this is a really good team in general. Another way that you can use them is you could use them in mid. When you use them in mid, you want to use them for his empowered level 3. So some good ways that you want to use this, you want to take a character immediately and probably want to use an aggressive spark. So players that are more aggressive in their play style will probably choose, let's say, Goku, Super Goku. You're probably going to want to use anyone like Android 21 or even Kefla. Like, these are really good ones to use with sparking. Even UI Goku is really good if you use some aggressive sparking. Most of the times players use sparking as a defensive option instead of an offensive option. You can also use Gogeta because he has a lot of TODs with offensive sparking. So your main idea is you want to get a character down as soon as possible, so that way A, you can activate his empowered level 3, and B, so you can also get off his other assists that you can call on dead characters. So for an example, let's say we want to go for a TOD, we're going to just lose Gogeta, Super Baby 2. You want to use someone who can maximize damage if possible on a level 2. They have to have a level 2 super. They don't have to, but it's recommended if you're going to go for a TOD route. So anyone like Roshi, UI Goku, those are some good examples. Ginyu is a good example if you want to do some body switch shenanigans. Let's say with this team, you're gonna want to start with a 2M on Gogeta into his command grab, into sparking, and then finish off with just a basic combo into ground level 2, into UI Goku level 2, and then Super Baby level 3. You need 7 bars for this, but Gogeta is really good at building bar once he hits, I want to say 4 meter, but that's a good example. Another one which I've been theorizing could be a lot better than all these options is to have Super Baby and Anchor with aggressive sparking used as a defensive option. Now, that might sound crazy. How can you have an aggressive sparking and defensive option? Well, a lot of times when characters use their sparking, they're going to use either aggressive to try to finish you off as fast as possible if you have a dangerous character, or they're going to use their sparking as a defensive option when your options are really, really suppressive. So like they're stuck in corner, they have no options to get out, they're going to use their sparking. In that case, you also use your sparking to counter that. So in this lineup, we want someone that has really good options when it comes to what they're going to do in blocking, stuff like that. So options like, let's say we want to use Teen Gohan, we want to use probably GT Goku, and we're going to want to use Super Baby 2. These are all really good options when you're trying to really get someone stuck in a corner and they don't know what to do. They're more than likely going to at least spark on Gohan If not, spark on GT Goku if you can get some mix-up shenanigans if Gohan is out early. But the real meaty of it is that you want to get as many characters down so that way Super Baby 2 can just finish everyone off if possible. If it's just the last character, he's really good if it's just one character left, and he's really good at making them use their options. So the one team I do want to use actually is UI Goku, GT, and Baby. The characters that you use don't really matter, and you just go into the stage. Now, in this setup, what we essentially want to do is we want to use our Spark as either an aggressive option or a defensive option. It's really up to that, but we do not want to Spark on Super Baby 2. He does not do extremely well with the sparking, and that sounds weird. Like, a lot of characters do really well with sparking, but I feel like you at this point need to use Baby for his other options. For example, let's set the dummy to do something crazy here. Let's set the dummy to standing. They're gonna guard all, and they are going to do counterattack. Their counterattack is actually going to be a super dash. Super dash is heavily used all the time with characters, either if they have sparking or they don't. They're going to be using it if they're above you, below you, if you're too high in the air, if you're trying to set up your options for using your other assist. So we're going to have it set up so that both the characters are dead and both the other teams is dead right here. So all I'm going to do, you want to try doing this as much as possible, right? You're going to want to throw out this Ki Blast, try to get some kind of options, and you want it, or we do this, and then we combo into it. So you want to try throwing out some Ki Blasts, get them to use this super dash as much as possible. Watch this. 3.4K is nice on a confirm. We want to be able to react to this, and this is what I want you guys to do if you're trying to play Super Baby 2. I want you to set the dummy to do this as much as possible, and then just try to react to it. Now let's talk about some other Super Baby's options that he does have. They're just gonna be blocking the whole time. Now let's talk about setup. Once you're in a block string and they're not doing anything, you're seeing that they're just comfortable with just blocking the whole time. They're not really reflecting. Just set up block strings, see what options you have. But let's talk about another one. Let's say that they are just blocking in general, and you don't know how to open them up. Well, you can try a tick grab. This is what I'm still working on myself. It does require some practice, but I've kind of learned it's usually around the count of 2.5 once you use this Ki Blast, and you have to kind of like delay each hit of the light. So you want to do the closest up acid rain you can. And notice how you want to get the second hit of the light to go into the acid rain. You want the second hit to just confirm either a little bit before the acid rain lands or at the same time. One of the round starts that you want to do is you want to try to go into an opening tick throw, something like that, into corner, and then over here you can do anything that you want. You just want to try setting up as much as you can. Just go in the practice mode, try what you can. But yeah, so that's it for team structure. What you're trying to look for in practice mode, things like that. In the next video, we're going to be going over more intricate stuff, like what you should be looking out for when trying to attack a team, what your strategy should be, how you should be using your sparking and what situations, things like that, and I'll cover that in a next video. So yeah, hope to see you guys soon, and if you like what you saw, please like the video, subscribe, comment down below if you're using Baby. Tell me what teams you're using, actually. Tell me what Baby teams you're using, and yeah, thanks guys, and I'll catch you later.